That movie, I don't remember it. What Frank Kirshner? Eddie Kirshner made it, but the company, I don't know. Orion. So Orion saw the first cut and they said, well, we can't have this guy, he's too funny. And he's up against this other guy who's just some actor stuck in a suit, so we gotta tone him down. So I had to go back and reshoot a lot of the scenes. There was this one great scene that I loved, where the woman in it, I forgot her name too.
Nancy Allen?
No, the one who was Gary Busey's girlfriend. She's Canadian. She played the bad woman, the evil woman, whatever. So I'm really pissed off at her in the scene, and they said, you really got to get angry. So what I would do is I had these new, whatever you call these things, and every time she made me mad, I would hit another one in my neck. And so by the end of the scene, I couldn't stand up. I was like screaming at her, falling on the ground, laughing. The scene is great, but they saw that. They said, you can't have that in the movie. I said, well, then put somebody else up against me. Like, you stick that guy, in a suit. Like he's just like, I'd be doing a scene. I said, hey, Peter, are you in there, Peter? Peter, and I was like, knocking. He didn't think that was funny. But that was a fun job.
I'm seeing a pattern here. You played a lot of villains, because right after that, you did Last Action Hero. What was it like going up against Arnold?
I like Arnold. I mean, Arnold knew his lines, and he tried really hard. I mean, he would really like. You have no idea. Some people, don't know their words much, and they're not really trying too hard. He was like okay, and I think I shouldn't say these things.
We won't say. We won't tell.
The only problem with Arnold was that I would be sitting in the makeup next to him, and he has this like entourage that would be around him, and he has like no makeup at all. I mean, he's getting face and shit, and I got like this 5-hour makeup job, and all of his like hanger-oners would be like bumping into me and knocking shit over, and I go, Arnold, can you get these people away, and he'd be on the phone with President Bush. This was during Bush 92, 88. Is it 88?
92? I don't know.
Whatever. When the Bush senior was running for the presidency.
Oh, then that was 88.
So Arnold would be on the phone, during my makeup. I'd be hearing him talk to, Bush about like, we've got to go to Ohio, like saying this stuff, and I've got a great real estate to deal with. Something it's like he's talking about real estate, and then Bush gets off the phone. And he's ordering hookers to go to lunch as a practical joke to upset McTiernan. I mean not that way. I mean, good time girls, let's call them that. I shouldn't say these things.
But then they wouldn't be laughing.
I just came back from Cannes where I had a movie opening there.
Tommy! You know where Harvey Dent is?
Who was that? Sorry. And when you do press for a long time, you do for hours and hours, you just start saying anything. And I got in trouble because I said a lot of stuff that I shouldn't have said, and there's an article. But okay, next question.
Hey, let's take some questions from you.
I'm imagining that she's kissing this guy, but she's really not, because I'm completely nuts. And I'm sitting in this van, and Michael came over and he saw this little tiny crack in the van. Like, it wasn't even on camera, it was a little tiny detailing thing. And Michael walked over to the producer and said, when I turn around, the entire art department is going to disappear. And Michael said, and the guy said, Michael, what do you mean? He said, there's a little crack. I told these guys I wanted the van perfect. These guys, I don't want to see them. When I turn around, if they're there, you're leaving too. And I'm thinking, well, Jesus, this is my first day of shooting, and he would fire whole departments, like the entire department. And it was, I mean, I love him because he's very nice to me, and he's very cool with me as a director. He would like say very little to me, but he could really be hard on people. Like one day there was this shot, he doesn't need me to work. There was a shot with this really, really complicated dolly move in my house with, I don't think it was during the Yugata Devita scene, but some really complicated dolly shot. And the guy who was a dolly operator was really great, but he couldn't pull it off. And so Michael fired him in front of everybody, said, you're off the movie. And then he said, well, so anybody else can do this? And some other guy who thought, oh yeah, I'm going to get ahead in this job, you know, I'll volunteer. This guy was like a gaffer or something. He said, I can do that. So he starts operating the dolly, and he gets through the first move. Michael fires him, even though it's not even his job. What else can I say to get myself in trouble? But Michael's amazing. I mean,